condos, my eagles. Rise up, my people, my condos, my eagles. No human being can ever be illegal. No human being can ever be the whole thing. Oye, mi gente, traemos la fuerza. La libertad es mi única bandera. Rise up, my people, my condos, my eagles. No, here is we belong. Can ever be we belong. We belong, we belong, we belong, we belong, we belong together. We belong, we belong, we belong, we belong together. We belong, we belong, we belong, we belong together. We belong, we belong, we belong together. Oye, mi gente, traemos la fuerza. La libertad es mi única bandera. Rise up, my people, my condos, my eagles. No human being can ever be. One more time. Oye, mi gente, traemos la fuerza. La libertad es mi única bandera. Rise up, my people, my condos, my eagles. No, here we go, we belong. Can ever be illegal. We belong, we belong, we belong, we belong, we belong together. We belong, we belong, we belong, we belong, we belong together. We belong, we belong, we belong, we belong, we belong together. We belong, we belong, we belong, we belong. One more time, we belong. We belong, we belong, we belong, we belong, we belong together. We belong, we belong, we belong, we belong, we belong together. We belong, we belong, we belong, we belong. Last one, here we go. We belong, we belong, we belong, we belong, we belong together. Woo. Thank you all for joining us. Welcome.
Good morning. My name is Charlotte Broadkern, and I serve on the Board of Trustees here at First Unitarian. Whoever you are, whomever you love, whether you carry joy or sorrow in your heart, you are welcome here. All people of goodwill are warmly invited to join us on this great journey of the mind, the heart, and the spirit. If this is your first time with us today, please let the offering basket pass you by. Your presence here is gift enough. We hope you will enjoy us for coffee and conversation in the community room after the service. We would love to get to know you and answer any questions that you might have. You can also visit the information table next to the exit from the community room. Let's see. If you are looking for ways to engage with our community and support the work of our congregation, please visit the opportunities table, which is in the back of the community room after the service. And there are a variety of activities that would welcome more helping hands, and we would love to match you with an opportunity that interests you. Remember, please, to silence your phones and other electronic devices. Welcome to worship today. And you can take a moment to say hello to those who are sitting around you.
Welcome. Would you join us in singing our welcome song? We are many, we are one. The light of the world is within you. Sacred and worthy is your soul. A place has been made for you. Welcome.
Good morning, First Unitarian. My name is Leah Davis. I serve as your Minister of Music. Happy Mother's Day to all who mother in traditional and unconventional ways.
And I'm Wyatt Smith, your choir director. In this morning's Music Sunday service, we wish to hold up and honor the humanity of immigrants worldwide. Through music and poetry, we will share snapshots of immigrant journeys and some of the physical, emotional, and spiritual longings, struggles, and challenges of those seeking a new home. These songs and words convey both the pain and grief of leaving a place they once belonged, as well as the hope that compels them to seek mercy, dignity, the possibility of new life, and one safe place to call home.
A couple of weeks ago, Reverend Mike invited us to taste the vinegar of life. That is, to deeply feel even the bitter parts of reality, which in turn helps to spark our actions toward building a better world. At times, many of us feel that we are not doing enough to support refugees and immigrants. But Reverend Erica Hewitt reminds us, you're doing something when you allow your heart to tear over the scope of human suffering. You're doing something when you step beyond your experience to acknowledge that we cannot know what it's like to make such harrowing decisions, to leave a place that once was home. You're doing something when you interrupt a conversation to say, no human being is illegal. It's not kind or civil to talk about people that way. And you're doing something when you use the language of reverence, reverence and interdependence to describe the global community. Today's service is an invitation to reflect on immigration from a personal lens. Who would you harbor? Whose humanity is worth sacrificing your convenience for? For whom will you make room in your heart?
We have created a document with lyrics and program notes for all of today's music and poems. You can find this document using the QR code on the front of your order of service. It shares some background on several of our songs and highlights some of the stories and prophetic words that inspired today's music.
Can you mention the printout too?
And there are about 50 printouts, so if you're someone who prefers to physically hold the paper and read it, they're at the back with the orders of service. So, our call to worship was written by Andrea Hawkins Camper. Blessed are we who gather with open hearts together in this space today.
Blessed are we, the chalice lighters of resistance, justice, love, and faith.
Blessed are we, the heretics, the outcasts, the walkers of our own way.
Blessed are we, the border crossers, the refugees, the immigrants, the poor, the wanderers who are not lost.
Blessed are we, the transgressors, the trespassers, the passers-by, the cause takers, the defiant, the compliant.
Blessed are we, the hand extenders, the sign makers, the protesters, the protectors.
Blessed are we, the trans women, the trans men, the non-binary, the cisgender, the multigender, the no gender.
Blessed are we, the friend, the stranger, the lonely, the hidden, the visible, the authentic.
Blessed are we who rise in solidarity. Blessed are we who cannot. Blessed are we who do not.
Blessed are we, for this is our beloved community, and this is who we are. Once again, welcome to worship this morning.
Not test. Okay, we're on. Good job. All right, good morning. Come on down, friends. Come closer this way. This way. Come closer. There we go, right in the front. Thanks. Okay. I just wanted to do a little announcement while I'm here. That we put together 261 of our care kits. The children created these, yep. So our last batch of them is in the wagon by the front door. So as you're leaving today, feel free to grab one or two and keep in your car. And if you see someone on the streets who could use a care kit, please give them out, okay? So our last batch today. All right. Good morning, friends. Yes, that's okay. I have a book to read today called Where Will I Live? And the photos are so powerful, the adults are going to get to see them today, too. We put them on the screen. So, friends, how did you sleep last night? Did everybody sleep well? Yeah. Do you have your own bedroom, or maybe you share a bedroom with a sibling? Do you have your own? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of siblings have their own bedroom. Some share with their brother or sister. Did you know that not everyone has that? Every child needs a home, and children deserve someplace safe where they can be happy. Eat their meals with their family and play with their toys and go to sleep at night without feeling afraid. But many children all over the world don't have those things. They've had to leave their homes because they are no longer safe. Because of war and conflict, their families have become refugees. For them, life is hard and full of questions. In spite of everything, they still find time to laugh, play, and make friends. And most importantly, they hope that somewhere, someone will welcome them to a new home. So this book today has some beautiful photos, and like I said, you're going to get to see them on the screen or in this book. So it's called Where Will I Live? Sometimes scary things happen to good people. When soldiers fight or danger comes, look at his face. How does he look? Does he look scared? I would be scared too. Looks like somebody with a weapon of some sort. Families must pack their things and search for a safe place to live. It looks like they have all their things that they have on a bike and in bags on their heads. They had to take everything. They ride. These boys look like they might be in the back of a pickup truck, taking all their things to find a new home. Or walk. That looks like the desert. Or run, hoping to find a peaceful place. Hang on, buddy. Jasper, you can take him downstairs, okay, bud? You can take him downstairs when we go. But where will I live? Will it be down this road? Beyond this hill? Past this fence? Across this sea? Will I live under a carpet? Look how happy he looks. Beneath some stairs? In a tent? Or a whole city of tents? Will where I live be hot and dry? What do you think he's doing with that ball or that stick and that round wire? I think he might be pushing it in some way. Maybe he's found a way to make a game. Or will it be cold and wintry? So some people come to Denver, they've never been in a cold and wintry place before. Ooh, I like this one. Will I find one special buddy? They found a best friend. Do you have a best friend? Maybe at school or maybe here at church? Yeah, I see lots of friends. Great. I love it when we have a few best friends. Or lots of friends where I live. Will I be able to sleep in the same place every night? Can you imagine being so tired and having nowhere to sleep and you're just sleeping right there on the ground? Will my new bed be just for me, or will I have to share it? Sometimes siblings share a bed. Maybe cousins, too. Oh, nice. Bunk beds are fun. Yes, I love having sleepovers. Then you can pile all together in a bed, and it's fun. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, older brothers always get the top bunk, obviously. Yes, true. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. So many questions, so many hopes. After such a long journey and such a long wait, I hope someone smiles and says, "Welcome home." I hope that someone is you. So it's called Where Will I Live? All right, my friends, today is Mother's Day, so we might make a little special something for a mother in our life, or maybe an auntie, or a tia, or a grandmother. And after making a little something, we'll have some fun together. You ready? All right, let's do it. Vámonos.
So it's my pleasure to welcome to our sanctuary Joser Guerrero. He is a poet and a musician based here in Denver. Joser's work has been featured on HBO, MTV, Univision, TED Talks, PBS, and American Theater Magazine. He is a 3-time individual World Poetry Slam finalist. He is also a member of award-winning Chicano funk band Los Mocochetes. Please join me in welcoming Joser Guerrero.
Mic check. Thank you so much for having me. I'll get right into it. You can read along as well. This poem is called Running. And actually, to give credit where credit is due, this was a poem I co-wrote with Alejandro, and we got to perform this many years ago with a team called Slam Nuba. Yeah, there you go. I was waiting for it. Someone remembers. I like it. But yeah, this poem is called Running. Como nuestros antepasados, corremos para sobrevivir. Like our ancestors, we run for survival. My running career began when I crossed the desert for the first time. There was no scholarships, Olympic dreams, or shoe contracts. Just cactuses guiding me towards the finish line. Vultures waiting for me to trip, begging the sun to bake me nice and tender for their beaks. My running career began when my mother told me, si la migra viene, if the border patrol comes, tú corres para el bosque. You run to the forest. Lo conoces mejor que la migra. You know it better than the effing border patrol. She stretched my legs with her verses, caressed my spine with her lioness instinct, wove my lung capacity with the strongest corn husk in case we ever needed to run for our lives, just like our great-grandmother did. But their legs never stretched long enough to outrun the conquistadores. Se les acabaron los escondites. They ran out of places to hide, so we were built runners with the endurance of the sun, carved out like the calf muscles of Tauramara runners who, at the sight of genocide, used their legs to seek refuge in the canyons of Chihuahua. No breaks allowed, because future generations rest on our shoulders. This is something you will never learn from anthropology professors. This is in library books, stretched in the back of our hamstrings, written in our bodies as scar tissue. We don't run for competition, we run for survival. We have warriors for footsteps, guerrilla tactics hidden underneath our toenails. This is how we've always gone to war. There are drum circles pounding in our souls. We have rattles for ankles. This is how we keep pace. The desert's flames are still alive within us. We are the same ones they used to burn Cuauhtémoc's feet, our great-great-grandmother's religion. We run to show Christians that prayer isn't always so simple, and that sometimes sweat is the holiest sacrifice you can give. We run from cops, way too similar to our ancestors. ancestors' conquest. So when the police released the dogs on me, I had flashbacks of my ancestors dashing through cornfields like the reaction had been kept in my muscle memory for a reason. We run so our feet remember that we've always belonged to this land. This is something that they've always been afraid of. So they gave us wounded knees, made us run on sand creeks and trails of tears, trying to slow us down, to massacre us like Tlatelolco. Colonization has attempted to damage our lungs and gave us side cramps and shin splits through reservations, but we run faster than their soldiers. We are the reason they've invented those bullets. They forget that our legs have been built from centuries of defeating invasions and templos for body armors, and nothing they can do will ever keep us from running. We will run until our feet split the concrete and expose civilization that laid there before yours. We will run until angels realize that wings are overrated. We have feet. We will run until our children never confuse applause for gunshots, so that they can walk with their heads held high, knowing that if I'm not around, they can use cactuses for guidance and understand that the only time they need to raise their legs is to take a stand. We have already ran for them, equipped them with weapons in their quads and manufactured shields of their grandmother's consejos. This is something you will never take away from us. You have a better chance of catching the wind than you do catching us.
Good morning, here and online. My name is Carol Ruckel, and today I'm here as a member of the awesome tenor section of the Chalice Singers. Yay, tenors! Music is really important in our community, with singing and performance at every service, both on Sundays and at Resonance, with our sponsorship of Capitol Hill Concerts, other concerts, and our revived theater group, Soul Stage. I rarely go to a concert, whether the Colorado Symphony or a choral group, without seeing someone from our congregation. Just as buying a ticket to the symphony or other performance costs money, so does the music program here, from salaries to stipends for guest musicians to the sheet music we buy for the choir. As something we all treasure, we need to support our music from our own treasuries. Picture a treble clef. It resembles a $sign. Please be as generous as you are able when the baskets come around. Thank you.
How many
When you break, you fall from grace into the arms of understanding, looking for one safe place, one safe place, safe place.
Life is trial by fire, and love's the sweetest taste. I pray you live so tired to one safe place. One safe place.
Safety must be a right, not a privilege, if we are to call ourselves civilized. Safety must be a right and not a privilege if we are to call ourselves compassionate. Safety must be a right, not a privilege if we value justice. And yet, in this world, safety is a privilege. Safety must be a right and a privilege if there is a unity that makes us one. Safety must be a right, not a privilege if all souls are sacred and worthy, if all bodies are sacred and worthy. If the gospel has meaning, if the wisdom of the ages is truthful, if children are precious just because they are born, safety must be a right, not a privilege. Yet in this world, in which we are all complicit, safety is a privilege. May we, with the strength of our common vision, keep our shoulders to the wheel of justice. May we, with the strength of our faith, keep our shoulders to the wheel of compassion. May we, with the strength of our love for life and all living things, keep our shoulders to the wheel of a safe place for all. Amen.
father behind, a mother, a fledgling lost. Here, a great silence awaited them. At first, they hid in the trembling leaves. Around our clearing, each twig held 2 small feet and the soft weight of a song we had never heard. Wind stirred the leaves and became the breath of each singer. Remembering their nesting grounds far away, they sang their longing for home, as we had never heard. How but in music could we not know one another?
We would like to invite you to rise in body and or spirit and join us in singing our, not really hymn, but kind of a song of declaration today. So we'll teach you line by line, and then you pick your favorite and stick with it. Say it loud and say it clear. Refugees are welcome again. Say it loud and say it clear. Refugees are welcome here.
These are our neighbors, let them hear. These are our neighbors, let them go.
These are our neighbors, let them go. These are our neighbors, let them go.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved.
We shall not be moved. We shall not. From the top, say it loud. Here we go. Say it loud and say it clear. Refugees are welcome here. Say it loud and say it clear. Refugees are welcome here. Say it loud and say it clear. Refugees are welcome here. Say it loud and say it clear. Refugees are welcome here. Say it loud and say it clear. Refugees are welcome here. Say it loud and say it clear. Refugees are welcome here. Say it loud and say it. No one is illegal. No one is illegal. No one is illegal. Keep going. No one. Sing it out. No one is illegal. Refugees are welcome here. No one and safe here. Refugees are welcome here. Yeah, thank you all. Good job. Would you join us in singing our closing affirmations? Behind all differences and beneath our diversity, there is a unity that makes us one and binds us forever together throughout all time. Life and death and the space between the stars throughout all time. Life and death and the space between the stars. Thank you. You may now be seated. Beloved, we hope that today's music and poetry has reached your hearts and inspired reflection. We would like to send you off with a final song of encouragement and call to action. In the words of Maya Angelou, when we unite in purpose, we are greater than the sum of our parts. The stories of immigrants and refugees are far too numerous for one person to ever fully know or comprehend. However, we can each do our small part to listen to, learn from, and honor those who have left home, crossed borders, encountered new cultures, and forged new beginnings. Please remain seated for our postlude, United in Purpose. And thank you for being here today. If you feel like dancing in this one, feel free.